And we are now on Sunday, which was my birthday. It was my 27th birthday. Dear God. Without getting too into it, this was a big deal for me. Celebrating my birthday with this cast and getting to hug them and hug Jared especially was a really big deal for me. And again, I don't want to go into detail and bring anyone down or this video down, but there was a long portion of time where I genuinely did not think I would make it to this birthday. And this cast changed that. So this was a big deal. I went all out. I wore a dress. My legs do not know what it is like to be out in the world. They only know what it's like to be confined in jeans or leggings. When they are out in the world, they are confused and they are scared. And they also blind people because of how white my legs are. Anyway, I wore a dress. And this was just a fun, nerve-wracking day. So we started with Rich. And I just got birthday hugs. Most of them are just birthday hugs. So I got a birthday hug from Rich. I'm wearing a birthday girl headband, and Nicole bought a birthday queen sash, which I'm grateful that's what she bought and not one that said birthday bitch. So Rich was the first one, and then we go into Jensen. So this photo op I shared with Elle, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I brought my demon knife that I had made last year, and it came out good. It's an optical illusion with Elle's eyes. She's wearing white contacts, and if you just glance at the photo, it looks like she's looking at us, but she's looking at the camera. It's trippy. It trips me out. But so here, so he is ultimately protecting me from her. And again, I'm really upset with how horrible the lighting is in here right now. Yes, me hiding behind Johnson, and yeah, it's really hard to tell, but she's looking at the camera, but it looks like she's looking at us. I'm gonna see if I can, sorry for the shakiness, but this, yeah, I'm gonna see if this works better for, so I actually have the reference photo for this one in my hand. So my next one with Jensen, again with the Disney themed. This was another one that was planned last minute. What possessed me, I don't know. That's the reference photo, which is fitting because Jensen is the hot one and I'm the short fat one. Perfect. So this was that was the result. So I showed Jensen that, and I had the measuring tape in my hand, and he made a comment, and he's like, "You sure your measuring tape can handle this?" And I just laughed and said, "I think it'll be fine." I love him. I love him so much. And then I just did a hugging one with him. Oh, that's so much better. So I just did hugging on. So next we have Ruth. And I just went with the hugs, and she wished me a happy birthday. She's so damn sweet. I love her. J2 was next, so this was the first time I would be seeing Jared for the day. I was by myself as well. So I'm standing in the photo op room. I'm dancing to the music Chris has on to calm my nerves, and I see Jared, and I just went, I'm just like, all right. He sees me, he locks eyes with me, and he starts motioning to my sash, and I'm just like, no. So I go up to him, and he instantly brings me into a side hug, gives me a high five, and goes, happy birthday. And Jensen also wishes me a happy birthday. And I just went with a hug. So there it is. I just told them to give me big hugs, and I never get disappointed. So the next op I took with Jared, I do not have. That's another one that Nicole has. So ultimately, it's my birthday picture. So I brought Sam Barchester, and this was a last minute addition. Nicole's idea was that her and I'm supposed to be like, it's my birthday, and they're supposed to be like, yay, it's your birthday. So we made balloons, wrote on them, and I added last minute that Jared is gonna give me the bear as my gift, like me here. So Nicole gives Jared the balloon, I give him the bear, and I say, can you give this to me as my present? And he goes, yeah. So he got really happy, and he's like, here you go. And I was like, and Nicole's like, you're supposed to be unhappy, don't be happy. And he like looks at Nicole, and he looks at me, and he's like, but it's your birthday. I'm like, it is, thank you, but you're supposed to be sad about it. And he's like, but it's your birthday, you want me to be unhappy? I'm like, it's her photo, that's what she wants to do, and I'm okay with it. And he just goes, okay, if you're okay with it. And I love the picture so much, so I'm gonna put it here for you guys. I can't wait to get that JPEG. So then the remaining of mine that I have. So again, another reference photo with Jared. It's like a movie theater, like a movie date, and I brought my 3D glasses from My Bloody Valentine, of course. And I brought a popcorn bucket and some popcorn. I absolutely hate how I look. I love how he looks. So that's what matters. Happy with that. And then I just did hugs, and he tweaked his back. He lied and said it was from luggage, but he later told us that it was for an episode that's coming up. So I just asked for a big hug. I wasn't expecting much because I had heard he had hurt himself, but he gave me the biggest hug he has ever given me. Oh my God, I was so happy. And everyone who's looked at my photos has said that they can tell the difference between my smile with Jensen versus my smile with Jared. So there's, and I don't know if there's a difference. I'm trying to find, I mean, I can kind of see it. So there's me with Jared, and then me with Jensen. So I guess you can kind of see it, but it's funny that my family will point that out and be like, your smile with Jensen is so much different than your smile with Jared. You look genuinely happy with Jared. And I'm like, I'm genuinely happy with Jensen too. But I mean, Jared does have a special impact on me than Jensen. Mark Pellegrino, first time meeting Mark at a convention. So we did a hugging photo, and then I made a blood splattered rose. I'm trying to get through this quickly so that it's not an hour-long video, but it's gonna be close to that. So I just wanted to do like a dance with the devil cliche type photo op. So that was the result. His face though. Okay, so these are the ones that I was most worried about, mostly my cockles. I did Michelecki and cockles. I am in love with my Michelecki. I brought a reference photo from it was a fan art of one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. So I'm gonna put it here for you guys. And this was the result, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, look at them. Look at Misha. But I mean, look at that. Ah! I love this. This came out so much better than I thought. I love it. This one. I was so worried about this one, and I am so sad that the background is so dark. I keep saying so. You can't, unfortunately, I'm not going to say the S word, you can't really see their props. Ultimately, I decided to do the hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. So I bought a bowler hat for Jensen. I bought that big ass hat for Misha, and my worry was that Misha wasn't going to wear the hat. I would have been so sad. Sad is an understatement. I would have been mad because that thing was expensive, and that's the reason I checked a bag, and I am never going to use that hat again, ever. But they did it, and it came out good. I have to lighten it up when I get the JPEG, but it is what it is. I'm going to take it out of this because the glare is horrific. It's so hard to see it. I'm so sad. But I have the ball and chain, and in that little corner, Jensen has the hat, and Misha is wearing the top hat. I'm gonna insert a photo, and I'm gonna lighten it up so you guys can see it better. Hopefully that works. So I'm gonna put that here for y'all. Alex. Alex is next. My adorable little cinnamon roll. I hate my photos with him. I'm happy I have them. I'm happy I did them. I love that I have them and that I did them. But I am very not happy with how I look. He looks great, of course. I am not happy. You can tell I'm tired. It looks like I'm being forced to smile, which is not the case at all. But at this point, it was late. Photo ops were running 2 hours behind schedule because Jared's meet and greet ran late. So I had not sat down. I have not eaten. I have not had anything to drink at this point. I'm not happy with how the photos came out, but I'm still grateful to have them. But there's me and my cinnamon roll. And then I asked for it's stuck. It's unstuck. I asked for like the typical protective Jack pose. And he was so cute at autographs. He wrote happy birthday on here. His girlfriend remembered me from San Francisco, which I thought was crazy, but he was super sweet. I like this one better than my other one. Happy birthday. I definitely like that one a lot better than my hugging one. This one is my Misha and Alex, and oh my god, I'm so sorry of how long this video is. I am so sorry. If y'all are still watching this, you deserve like a piece of pie and a cookie and a hug, and a puppy. So this is my Misha and Alex, and ironically enough, the episode that had aired that Thursday is spoilers if you haven't watched it, so you're being warned now. There is a moment where like Cass is having like a dad conversation to Jack, and it fit perfectly with my photo op. So ultimately I brought a mug from home, and I just made a sign that said "World's Greatest Dad," and I wanted us to have one big family adorable photo, and that's the result. And World's Greatest Dad. So immediately after that was the Mark and Alex. So I went back in line, and the only thing different is I added a question mark to the dad, and it's ultimately the same concept, except me and Alex are a little unsure. I love that one. we're almost there, I promise. And then autos, and then you guys can go back to your normal lives. I got a Castiel op. This was a last minute op. My aunt gave me money for my birthday while I was in Vancouver. And she was like, I'm gonna give you money to get a photo op. And I was like, Castiel. She gave me just enough for that. So I just asked Cass for a birthday hug. I didn't want just a hug. I was like, I wanted to do something like a hug, but cute. And this is what I got, and I'm so happy with it. I got that, which I love. I didn't notice how his hand is like holding my wrist and like I love that. And my last one, I started with Rob, gotta end with Rob. So I didn't bring a microphone. I was supposed to, but I didn't bring one. So I borrowed Nicole's brush, and I went up to Rob, and he's like, happy birthday, thank you. I would be honored if you would sing to me and serenade me for my birthday. And he just laughed, and he took the brush, and he goes, it would be my honor to sing to you. And that's the result. So cute. I love Rob. That's it. That's all the photo ops. Whew, that's a lot of photos. I know. Like, look at that. That is a lot of photos. But again, it takes me a whole year to save up for these things. So quickly run through autographs real quick. My Mark autos. Again, everything was running behind, so I didn't really get an interaction with Mark. He kind of just signed my stuff, said happy birthday, and I left, which is fine. But there's my Lucifer photo. And again, since he just signed, he didn't really comment on this. It would have been nice to hear him say something, but I understand. But my Lucifer painting. So on this one, I wrote, I gotta hand it to you guys. You never give up, even when you should, even when it would be so stupid not to. And I chose the classic like photo with him deteriorating and the blood all over him. Jensen autos were good. They were good. He was feeling under the weather, so I didn't want to hold him up too much. I just said hello. I asked him how he was feeling, and he said he was doing okay, but he was still. And I just thanked him for helping me have a great birthday. It meant a lot, and you know, he just thanked me and said, like, I'm glad, happy birthday. I'm glad that you had a good birthday. I'm like, I did, thank you. The other one, the tall one. I'm in line. I have my lanyard on. He's like right there. I'm like, all right, getting my Jared auto. And then all of a sudden, from nowhere, Elle comes running up to me, has another lanyard, throws it on top of me, looks at the volunteer and goes, she has 2 autos with Jared, and runs away. Nicole is cackling like a hyena, and I'm just standing there like, what? No, he's there. No. So of course, they ambush me. Literally, there's 2 people in front of me to get to Jared. So I'm yelling at Elle. I'm like, you better go get me another photo, because I only have the 1 photo for him to sign. So I'm like, you better bring me my folder. And I'm just like, I hate y'all. I hate y'all. This is not okay. And Jared is laughing because he can hear all of this. So I go up to him. And he just goes, hey, he's like, my birthday queen. And I'm just like, hi, yeah, that. And I thanked him, and I just said, thank you so much. One of the main reasons I came to this convention specifically was because all I wanted for my birthday was to hug you. And you gave that to me, so thank you for my gift. And he just smiled, and he's like, I am so glad. He's like, I'm so glad you had a great birthday, and you know, he was asking me, was it good? And he held my hand for a second, and then I just, again, thanked him. And he held my hand. He's just like, well, I'm glad you had a good birthday. Happy birthday. It was nice seeing you again. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going. Just said thank you. And I told him to have a safe flight home and have a good night. And as I'm walking away, he winks at me because it's Jared. And he mouths, happy birthday. So yeah, my friends are evil. I adore them and they do so much for me. But they are evil when it comes to Jared. They like to ambush me at the last second. And it's hard. And I appreciate it. But I did cry after. Not because I get to talk to him, but it's mostly because my anxiety gets so bad around Jared. I don't like being blindsided and not having time to prepare for a longer interaction with him. So I appreciated it, but at the same time I was like, hate y'all. I love both of you, but I hate you both. And then Misha, the same thing. Happy birthday! Hope you had a good birthday. And all of that, and that was it. The next day we went to Stanley Park. Visited a couple spots there. We went to Jody's house, which was cool. And then the last place we went to was the Winchester family home. That was a big deal for me. That episode, Home, from the first season, is one of my favorite episodes, and it means a lot to me because someone I was close to, and one of the people who kind of introduced me to Supernatural, that is the episode that aired after his passing. So it was the first time I was watching the show and I didn't get to talk to him about it. So it was really emotional to see the house, and I saw it, and Elle had to take pictures for me because looking at the house I started crying, as I'm tearing up now, trying to ignore it. Yeah, seeing the house, I just lost all. I started crying. Yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. I never thought I would ever get to go to Vancouver and see the locations, but I never in a million years thought that I would ever see that house or see anything that was remotely in that episode. So it was hard. It was amazing. God, it was amazing, but it was hard. It was hard. But I don't regret it at all. I'm so happy that we went, and I'm so happy that we did what we did, and I want to go back. I want to go back. I will go back. I just don't know when or how. I'm going to try for Vancouver next year, 2019, but I don't know because it's sooner. We'll see what happens. We're already an hour. I'm going to show you real quickly the shirts that I got, and then I'm going to go. So I got this shirt. It just says Mystery Machine and Baby, and it's clearly the Mystery Machine and Baby side by side. And then I can't go to a Supernatural con and not get a Supernatural con shirt. So I like this. I wore shirts like this a lot in high school, so I love these kind of shirts. So it's just a gray, dark gray with black sleeves, and it says Supernatural, join the hunt, the road so far 2018 tour. And then on the back it has the dates for all of the conventions. Yep, they've got 2 more this year, Minneapolis and Jacksonville. So that's the shirt. And that's it. That's it. I can finally put this stuff away. Thank you for watching this incredibly long video. I think this is the longest one I've ever had. But I appreciate you watching this, if you have watched it. If not, that's fine. I got to spend an hour talking to myself, which I do normally. Thank you. Please, if you went to Vancouver, whether this con or previous cons, I want to hear about your experiences. Share your stories. If you've ever visited any of the filming locations, please tell me what you saw, what your favorite location was to see. If you have yet to go to Vancouver, what filming locations would you want to see? I will also leave in the description below, for those who are interested, I will leave all of my vlogs from the convention itself, as well as the website that I used to find other locations. I am all about sharing with the Supernatural family. I don't want to keep if I know where something's been, excuse me. Ooh. I, don't want to be that person where they're like, oh my god, where is the bunker? Can you tell me where the bunker is? I'm not going to be that person to be like, no, I'm not going to tell you where it is. I did my research, you figure it out. Because I've been in that position where I have wanted to find something and I couldn't, and no one's helped me. It's a really shitty feeling. So I will leave that link down below for those who want to visit some of the locations. But yeah, any comments below, let me know. Are you guys going to any cons coming up? If so, which ones? Anything you guys want to tell me and related to the conventions, please leave below. I love talking to people about the cons. I don't get to very often. Aside from Facebook. Yeah. Sorry, my cat is snoring and I'm kind of invested in hearing that. Thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it. So sorry for the length of this and for the rambles and the unimportant stories. But I appreciate y'all listening anyways. So I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I can do more videos now that I don't have a con to stress about. Thanks for watching, y'all. Always keep fighting. You are not alone. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.